All right, let's talk cellulite. Most women and even some men have it. Those bumps, ripples, dimples on the thighs and backside don't discriminate, no matter what your size, shape, or genetics. I know, because even beauty contestants have it. This is a picture of me, hello, at Miss USA about 6 years ago, and I was a contestant. And this is to say, I was thin, very fit, and still had cellulite. But there's good news. A new treatment to get rid of cellulite is getting a lot of buzz. Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Med Spa is back to tell us about Thermage. Hello, Dr. Bill Johnson.
Good morning.
How are you? Good morning. So we showed that picture to make a point, didn't we? Because cellulite is not an issue of fat, is it? It's
not about fat. It's about the connective tissue that supports the fat. And anything we're going to do that's going to help with the cellulite is going to have an impact on the connective tissue, on the collagen.
And it's that understanding that brought Thermage to your attention, because you even said, as a doctor, nothing treats cellulite.
Nothing treats cellulite until you started understanding
what causes it.
What causes it. And really, those studies are only 2 or 3 years old. And so there's only been an attempt to have effective treatment at the real cause for a few years.
So you piqued my attention and many viewers' attention when you said this is a real, true, and tried way to treat cellulite in one office visit. So I went to your office, got the diagnosis myself. I underwent the whole consultation and went into your office, and we had some amazing results, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We had a lot of fun.
Yes.
And we kind of walked you through the whole process just as if you were a patient.
Yes.
And in fact, you were a patient.
I was a patient.
So,
we started off, we had a consultation where you were able to assess exactly what I needed to be, have done, and this is us in your office.
And in your particular case, we were in a bit of a hurry because you were on your way to vacation in Jamaica.
Yes, and so Thermage was a great option for me.
Thermage was a good option because it does give an immediate result in most of the cases. And so we went through, and this is our staff. Linda is my main Thermage technician, and we are talking about what we needed to be doing and where we need to be putting the impulses.
That's right. There's me also with Linda again. Now we were taking measurements, because with Thermage you do get rid of cellulite, but you also do lifting and sculpting and tightening of the skin, so you could lose inches.
And most people do lose some inches when we do it.
And I did, which was the great
news. Did you? Good.
I did.
And so we always try and get before measurements.
Oh yeah, there goes the row. And we get before pictures also, because you not only do you see results over time, which we'll touch on in a minute, you see results immediately. So you take a before picture before we go into the room, and then immediately after.
We take a before picture, we take a picture immediately after the procedure, and then we try and take a picture at 2 and 6 months, because we see progressive improvement over that time.
Okay, and then once we were in the treatment room, I have to say that, you know, it was relatively quick, relatively painless. I mean, really, there was no pain involved. I know I was a little bit of a wimp at times, but look, if there's me, got a sparkling water in that cup. We are not drinking champagne, but they treat you like you're in a spa. They make sure you're comfortable. You were constantly asking me if I was okay. But again, the treatment was relatively quick.
It takes an hour or two, depending upon the number of areas we're treating. To treat the back of both thighs is probably about an hour and a half for the average patient. If we're going to do more, then it takes a little longer. And we sometimes use some pre-medication to calm the patient down. Sometimes, especially when we're going to be going 3 or 4 hours with a long procedure, it helps to
I had a camera in there with me. Carly was nice enough to attend. One of our 2 girls on staff here. So, but you know, you are sitting down for a long time, you know, a couple of hours, so something to kind of keep you at ease.
Keep you at ease, and to help a bit with the pain. And that also allows us to turn the energy up a little higher, which helps enhance our results.
Sure. Okay, and explain to us again, cellulite is not an issue of fat, it's connective tissue. This is why we see results not only immediately, but more so over time.
The connective tissue is heated by Thermage. And when the heating occurs, the collagen contracts. And so that's why we get an immediate effect. About 40% of the response is immediate.
Yes.
And then for the rest of the 60%, you have to wait about 6 months as that collagen regrows and heals, and the new collagen contracts some more. So, Amy, you've got a lot more improvement to go.
Which is so exciting. I have to say that right after I got off the table, I went into the ladies' room and I was, you know, staring at myself in the mirror, kind of saying, and I couldn't believe the difference. And then I got home, and this is a direct quote from my husband, Grant. He said, he was looking, he said, "It's a whole new ball game back there." I thought, well, it wasn't a bad ball game to begin with, honey, but it is amazing that you can see results right away. Yes, it's huge. And to know that these results were immediate, but also to hear you say that over time it's just going to get better. I mean, this is a dream come true. It's just unbelievable to me.
It beats the gym.
It does beat the gym. Because like we said before, it's not an issue of excess weight all the time. And certainly being fit helps. But there's just some things that we can't take care of without this kind of treatment.
Some things you can't take care of without this kind of treatment. You can't reverse the aging. You can improve the muscle tone, and you can really help with the weight, but it doesn't affect the collagen. These technologies come to affect the collagen and the effects of aging on the connective tissue.
This is amazing. And who's an ideal candidate? Somebody who is young or old? Does it really matter your age or your weight?
The ideal candidate is someone that needs some contouring or shaping. Okay. Someone that is perfect already. We can, if there's some evidence that we may be able to delay their dropping, but most of us can use a little tuck and pull here and there.
A little nip and a little tuck without surgery, which is great. Dr. Bill Johnson, my results are stunning, and if you want to see my stunning results, I'm inviting anybody who wants to come in for a consultation, because you don't get the payoff of seeing it on air. I'm sorry, guys, but you can see it because it is that amazing. So go visit Innovations Med Spa's main office, located at 1601 in Lancaster in Grapevine, but they also provide thermage and acoustic wave therapy at Coffee Day Spa in Dallas and at Larry North Fitness in Fort Worth. For more information, call 817-410-7970 or log on to their website at innovationsmedspa.com. You can also email Dr. Johnson at drjohnson@innovationsmedspa.com. And don't worry, we're going to have all this great information on our website, wfaa.com/GMT. Gary, Brenda, what'd you think?
We're just going to take your husband's word for it, okay?